Hello, everybody, and this is just a friendly reminder that there will be spoilers ahead. I am playing the game Contradiction, so if you don't want spoilers, please go play the game first and then come back and watch this. But I'm glad to have you all along with me. Let's play some Contradiction. Alright, I have had food and I am back. I am trying to remember where we left off. I think we just got done asking about the Salvia Dinonorum. So I'm trying to figure out what it's going to be next here. This might be one of those times where I go to the chief, because I was thinking about it as I got up and I was trying to figure out where I need to go next. I'm not too sure. I don't know that necessarily Ryan has anything more for me. I don't know that Emma or Simon can necessarily tell me anything else, because I don't know that there is anything. I don't know that Rebecca has anything else for me. The only person I really wonder if they might have more is James. I kind of wonder if James knows a little bit more than he's letting on. But I'm not positive. So I think I'll go back to James' house, and if I can't figure it out when I'm there, I may go to the chief just to help move things along. Because, at least he doesn't, highlight on the map where to go, right? Granted, he kind of does point the way sometimes. But I just don't want to use tips. Again, I don't know what tips does. I don't know if it is, like I said, like a search and find. I don't want to chance it. Trying to think. Did I go up those steps? I think I've gone up those steps before. I want to say I've gone up there already. I don't know that there's...
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
I don't know if there's anything else for me to do up there. Use a slider for meditation. Goes for use. For his own private use. Uses salvia for meditation. What about the stuff he said about Simon? Maybe there's something with him and Simon. For any other drugs, grows for use.
Aha.
Okay. That I did not
When you
expect.
say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
That's interesting.
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew.
Oh, I see why.
So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else?
Okay.
Did you give it to anybody else? How many people did you give it to? Did you give it to Kate?
No.
How about Liam?
See, I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia?
I was just trying to link
Yes,
him and
I gave him salvia because he asked for it. But that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't helped by him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
Didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Okay, so what happened then?
Do you even know about Third Eye?
Go on.
You don't know about Third Eye. If you don't know about Third Eye, you know nothing about Liam's death. I mean, forget salvia.
Fine, tell me then.
Third Eye was a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall. And I got rid of them, single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay, start again. They were what?
You don't know anything, do you? Look.
Don't do it. Don't pull out a gun.
They were reeling in students, pretending to be some sort of happy life course, we can make your life better sort of crap. Then they were putting everyone through this brainwashing program to make them compliant, and selling them on.
So it sits on about used to be at the village hall, and
there.
it had the symbol.
What
Is
do
it
you
going to
mean,
show the
selling them
shit
on?
again?
Selling them. Like objects, commodities.
How about shows the shit again? Because there was
Anyone
some
who could
clues
afford
on
them.
it, I think.
Top politicians, famous celebrities, wealthy businessmen, you name it.
What for?
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were wiping people's personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
Millions. And I'm talking per slave. That's why anyone who stood up to them and threatened to go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give a damn.
That's sad.
So you're saying Liam was murdered by Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. It's So I started looking into it. They were all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
So, did you ever actually meet Liam?
I found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
It's obvious, you can tell. I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. And I can tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious. I mean, US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented, you can read about it. They showed all the same signs.
So, did you ever actually go to a meeting?
Good question.
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Well, no. Look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
But that
I mean,
was
it's
just after Liam
interesting that they
died.
closed down.
Yeah,
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
Okay. Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
Well, that was a lot to take in. Does James
Yeah.
really believe all this stuff? This is
It
the first
really
I've heard
was.
about Third Eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
All right. I want to keep this up for a second because I was trying to read it when he pulled it out. So right here, I can see Village Hall. And I can see this is the same symbol as on the mask. So this stuff is good to know, though. I think I'll just take this and start asking everybody else. Because I think I'm done with James for the moment. I don't know that James is gonna have anything else for me at this point. So I feel like that was a big. I feel like each character maybe gets a big, what I'll call like a lore drop every now and then. The key characters, because like Emma did one for me, and now James did one. So somebody somewhere is gonna help me do a little bit more linking, and I'm wondering if it's Simon. So he told me about the mask, so I wonder if he would know about the third eye symbol. I don't know that Emma would know. Maybe she would, because she said she was in a Didn't she say she was in previous cinemas that whatever you want to call them that were or groups that were in the same thing, into the same thing. Oh, I'm curious. I'm really curious. Sorry, I'm like I'm rubbing my chin and I don't know what my avatar looks like right now. I'm sure it's like all over the place. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go ahead and leave here.
Probably be back later.
I don't think there's anything else to do on his property. I'm kind of curious if there will be at a later point. If those other drugs even matter, I don't know. Maybe that's just to kind of throw me off. But I don't think I need to talk to the chief. I think I'm doing good. I've only had to talk to the chief once. I will just check the Rand house as I go, just in case. Nope, no reason to really be here. Okay. So let's go to the pub first, and then work our way towards the Eddington Lodge, because I think that's really where I need to be. I'm
Ask
really
you a
liking
couple
a
more
lot
things,
of
please.
this. It's been a lot of fun. Let's see.
Have you seen this before?
Don't take any notice of that.
Why?
James Wilson is a fantasist. He spends his time pretending to cast spells in the woods.
Huh.
He's not exactly a stable person. And, I heard that he was involved with growing cannabis.
Really?
Well, don't quote me on that.
So you don't think there's any truth at all to this?
None at all.
She seems pretty positive. Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Then again, she could just be covering up for her husband. And if what James says, how do we know she isn't like under some kind of mind control? So he was talking about like the stuff from the 50s, like stuff that America did, different kinds of things. Which begs the question: what if the whole town is kind of under that? What if they? That's a lot of speculation. Let's just go to the village hall. Maybe now that I have that, maybe like an event will occur. I'm just curious. No, not even. Okay. Then we're gonna go to Woods Lane. We're gonna go on up to the Edenton Lodge. And I'm just gonna do it like I normally do. I'm gonna talk to Simon first.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
What you can tell me about
Have
this?
you seen this before?
Oh, is this the thing that James did? Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do you know about all this? A third eye, I think they were called?
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
So you hadn't heard about Third Eye?
No, sorry.
So he might be telling the truth on that one. Because he may have joined the group. Well... See, this is what I'm thinking. Is the same eye that is on this mask, and aren't they using these masks for the current things that they're doing? Yeah, it says box marked Atlas. So he knew what the mask was. Gosh, I'm curious. Oh, I'm curious. I don't know though. I don't think there's any way to contradict him because I'm thinking about the different things I have here. Yeah, that's not gonna help. Let's just talk to
That's
Emma.
all for the
Let's
moment.
Let's
Thank
just
you.
talk to Emma. Curious. Maybe she's not telling me anything. I don't know. Let's do this.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree with what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens and that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
Okay, so everybody thinks James... I wonder if there's a little bit more that James thinks. Everybody keeps saying...
Be
James
back
is a
later
little
on,
weird.
if that's okay.
So is James kind of like... I guess James is like the outcast then. Alright, sorry about that. Cats needed food, and I needed a refill on my coffee. Okay, and if I remember, I have that flyer. I was going around getting replies, so I've talked to Simon, Emma, and Rebecca. So that would leave the dude up at Atlas, I think. So let's talk to this dude. Let's see. If I remember. He's in the left door? Huh, can I not go in the right door? Oh, that's right. That's where we saw the guy, and it was like, oh, yeah, don't go in right now. Okay. Okay. I had to remember. I was like, why can't I go in there right now? No worries. So we'll just talk to him.
Ask about a few more things, please.
I want to know about this,
What
yo.
do you know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about Third Eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on it?
Sorry.
So he doesn't recognize the symbol. Are you sure, dude? That's like the one thing that stands out to me about this whole thing that I just showed you. Is that symbol looking crazy familiar to me. Where's the mask? Really? That's not it? Alright, let's ask the second one instead. Yeah, right? Like, it's gotta be that one.
Aha.
There we go. There we go.
Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask. Then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes, yes, I do remember that.
So what did you know about
Backpedaling.
Third Eye?
Oh, not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
Never came into contact with
That
them.
explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
Probably. Hold on. Remember the other thing I was talking about is the other clue from this is that Editon Village. And what I mean by that, the village hall. There is something here, and I am not. Never came in contact. Never came in contact. Dude, there is something that I am either overlooking or not thinking about. It's like, I swear, it's like staring me in the face, dude. Oh, did I never ask him about this? Holy crap.
Can you tell me a bit about the phrase free to be free?
Free to be free, my favourite motto. Well, we teach
I'm sorry,
our
I must have
students
gone over that,
people
like, multiple
well,
times.
they
I
suffer
just never
from
realized I didn't ask them.
excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive self-criticism, excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them. And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realise their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
I have a background in psychology.
Honestly?
Yeah, don't look so surprised,
Yeah, I was
Inspector.
gonna say.
There's an
but
intellect
judgment.
lurking in here.
When did you come up with the phrase?
When we were based at the village hall. When I say we, I came up with the phrase. Dad's more the money man.
They were at
And
the
very
village hall.
successful at it too, I hear.
Oh, he's successful, but he's not a creative man. Dad suffers from a lack of imagination.
They were based at the. He just said they were based at the village hall. Hold on. You were based at the village hall, but you never came in contact with them. And they were also at the village hall. It says it right here. I feel like he's bullshitting me.
Aha.
Yeah, I called it. I called that.
According to the flyer,
I
this
knew it was
Third
something.
Eye group was based at the village hall, is that right?
Was it?
That's where you were based, wasn't it?
Yeah, all fidgety
yeah,
now.
You said you invented the Atlas phrase free to be free while you were based at the village hall.
So I did.
So you must have come into contact with Third Eye at some point. You were using the same
Probably.
hall.
He probably did.
Well, I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you, Inspector.
Oh, wait.
Go on.
What?
You see, Third Eye.
Is
Third
Atlas.
Eye is, or was, Atlas under a different name. Sorry.
Okay, but that makes sense,
Atlas
though.
is Third Eye.
In a new
that makes
improved
sense.
form, yes.
That does make sense.
And you ran Third Eye.
With Dad, yes.
So you must
Yes,
have
dear
known
old
Liam.
Dad, yes.
You didn't just meet him, did you?
Yes, I knew him, Inspector, but don't get your hopes up. All of this has been thoroughly investigated and cleared up.
You've been investigated about his death?
They dropped the case. We didn't have anything to do with it. Well, when I say drop the case, I mean a police investigation is one thing, but what the public thinks is another. They threatened to go public, and then James bloody Wilson started distributing his flyers, and that was it.
Huh.
No choice. There was an end to it.
You had to change the name.
We'd already paid the family an out-of-court settlement. I thought that was an end to it. But then James and his cronies, they wouldn't leave it alone. So we had to close down,
James had
buy a new
cronies?
place, rebrand.
I thought everybody
So
didn't like to
eventually-
talk to James.
We reopened here,
As Atlas.
as Atlas.
And it worked.
Up till now, yes.
So you knew James Wilson too?
We knew
What if
James,
James is actually the
but
government?
he didn't know us as such. Oh, he was very quick to shoot us down, but he
That would
didn't
make
do
sense,
anything
James
like
being the
actually
government and
coming to
then
the
them
course to see
being
what
like
he
a
was
hostile
about.
entity, like a
James
domestic.
wouldn't know that you were now running Atlas.
Not unless he came to one of our courses.
And how much of all that stuff was true? ECT machines, brainwashing.
I'm afraid that exists only exclusively in the mind of Mr. Wilson. All we do is make better business people. We challenge their prejudices and presumptions. Why don't you come along and see for yourself? The course starts in 15 minutes. Excuse me, Inspector.
Put the mic there for a second
Hello.
on his end.
I can't come back now. Well, you have
I think
my
that's
card.
clipping the mic, right? When you can hear all the
All right.
rustling? Maybe not. I think clipping's when the sound is too high.
All right. See you later. That was that. I have to go back. You can come and meet him if you like.
Well, I might come and have a chat.
Come with me.
Oh, this gives me another character. It is now 8 p.m. Okay. So I guess it means I found everything I needed to find.
To be perfectly honest, Dad's a great businessman, but he lacks imagination. He does, however, believe in
Is
the
that a
power of the
weasel on the
individual
dresser?
when taught
Or is
by
it a
the right
badger?
teacher.
That looks like a badger.
Ryan,
Is that a badger?
here. Just coming.
Badger.
He's through here.
Looks like a badger. Please click another video. Please click on another video. And if you get a moment, please subscribe to my channel. Come on, mateys, we're going on a voyage.